Right now at 6:30, Charlotte City Councilman Malcom Graham immersed himself into the world of politics more than 2 decades ago. He credits his sister for inspiring him to turn his dreams into success and reach his full potential. Sadly, she was one of the 9 African Americans killed in the Charleston church shooting in 2015. Queen City News anchor Julian Sador sat down with Graham to learn about how that tragedy rewrote his story.
It just makes our community a lot more inclusive.
If you follow Charlotte politics, you probably know Malcom Graham, the politician, but not many may know his story. Before he brought changes to Charlotte, young Malcom was a force on the tennis courts. It was the era of Arthur Ashe, but for the youngest child out of 6, Malcom's idol was his oldest sister and first tennis coach, Cynthia, who pushed him to not just play, but win.
It encouraged me as a tennis player, right? Playing an all-white sport in the late 70s, early 80s, and pretty good at it, that shouldn't be afraid to compete and shouldn't be afraid to enter tournaments.
And she didn't just inspire him to be the best athletically. Growing up black in Charleston, South Carolina, she also taught him valuable life lessons.
She helped me maneuver through tough situations. She helped me get grounded in terms of understanding that education was the way out.
Graham would pair his skills on the court with Cynthia's advice about education, earning a scholarship to Johnson C. Smith University, a move that not only brought him to Charlotte, but also closer to another one of his role models, one that shared his South Carolina roots and his political aspirations, Harvey Gantt.
He was personable, sharp, and candid, and I think those are the traits that I try to instill in myself in terms of how I carry myself.
Gantt was Charlotte's first black mayor and would also become a mentor and friend to Graham, leading the way with his advice, but also his actions.
Just watching how he conducted himself and how he communicated with the community and how he treated other people.
It was Gantt that in part he'd emulate, both in celebrating his successes running for city council and state senate, and graciously accepting defeat, as he did when he lost his bid for Congress. Shortly after that, though, there was a loss that would change him forever.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
Please, Emanuel Church, there's plenty of people shot down here.
Malcom would lose Cynthia, his sister, one of the parishioners gunned down in an act of hate at Mother Emanuel AME Church.
I really took 3 years off from work, and I devoted myself to taking care of my family, working to ensure that in death her voice was heard.
And he's done that, starting a foundation in her name, pushing for gun control legislation, and denouncing hate anywhere it happens. And now, just as she inspired him, he hopes to encourage the next generation to chase their dreams too.
First and foremost, it's my kids, right? I don't have to be a good senator or a congressman or a council member. I have to be a good father.
And part of that is showing them and other kids of color that no passion or career, whether it be a tennis player or politician, is off limits.
There's so much happening in our community that they can take advantage of, but at first they got to be exposed to it. And so it's just about making sure people know what's out there for them.
And be sure to tune in this weekend for our half-hour Black History Month special, Sharing Our Stories. It airs Friday at 6:30 right here on Queen City News, and then again on Sunday at noon on WMYT.